Hey guys, it's Lex here at LexReads, and today we're going to be talking about all of the books that I want to read in July 2018. Okay, so I really hope that I get to more books than the ones that I have picked, because there are so many other books on that their big book pile that I really am dying to get to. But before that, the first book is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. As I've said before, time and time again, I'm currently doing an entire Harry Potter reread from Sorcerer's Stone all the way through Deathly Hallows, and I'm doing a book talk on all of them. So I've read the first 4 in May and June, and we're going on to Order of the Phoenix in July. This one is my least favorite by a lot. Like, I don't really love this book, even kind of as much as I love the rest, and it's a monster. God, it's so long. Ugh. But I'm doing the reread and I gotta get it done. So I'm putting this one alone in July so that I can read the entire book. I can like space it out through July, you know? Like if I read 200 pages a week. Alright, yeah, so next up is on my TBR this month because I have to read it this month for the class that I'm taking. This is Marina by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This is the Spanish edition. This is the English edition. I have to have it done by like July 11th. So this will get read very soon because it has to. This book is about a boy named Oscar Dry. And he goes missing for 7 days from his boarding school in Barcelona, and everyone is like, where in the world did Oscar go? And his story begins with a girl named Marina. He meets Marina and she leads him to a graveyard where they witness this macabre ritual, and they decide to follow this veiled woman that has left a singular rose on a grave, and it leads them on this crazy adventure. It transports them to a forgotten post-war Barcelona that is filled with aristocrats and actresses and inventors and tycoons, and they learn all of these crazy secrets that are beneath this, like in this maze of tunnels that are beneath the streets. I'm only like 15 pages in, guys. I gotta start booking it on this one. Next up is The Bear and the Nightingale. I began this in June, but I haven't finished it yet. I'm about 50 pages in. I'm really liking it so far. I've been wanting to get into some more historical fantasy, and this fits the bill. I am enjoying it. I'm liking it. I'm into it. Y'all have probably heard a little bit about this. This follows Vasya in a good while long ago, Russia. It was Russia a good while ago, probably like 16th century or something, I don't know. So they live at the edge of the Russian wilderness. Vasya is the youngest in a large family. Her mother passed away when she was born. When Vasya is older, her father finds a new wife who tries to change the town that they're from, because she is a very devout Christian, I believe. This town is very deep in their lore and their legends and their magic and stuff like that, and Vasya's new mother seeks to destroy that lore in order, and turn them all to her religious ways. And as the town weakens, Vasya must protect them with her magic from an evil force that is threatening their village. Next up, I want to read a brand new release. This came out on June 18th. This is The Mermaid by Christina Henry. I got my copy in advance. I got it a few days before it came out. I didn't read it then. I should have just read it then, but I need to read it this month because I'm super excited about it. This one is also historical fantasy. This is following the P.T. Barnum hoax, except it's historical fantasy, so there is actually a mermaid, unlike in real life where there was not an actual mermaid. So this follows Amelia, who was a mermaid who was not content in the sea. Much like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, all she wanted was to explore land, except she wasn't doing it for a boy, she just wanted to experience the world. And P.T. Barnum, as we all know, was hungry and greedy for wealth. He made his fortune selling miraculous, odd things. So Amelia agrees to be his mermaid, and she's under the impression that she can leave at any time she wants, but Barnum has never been very good at giving up his money-making schemes, and he will do anything that he can to keep hold of his mermaid. This is The Mermaid, Christina Henry, out now. Pick it up because she's awesome. Next up, this one's a big one. This is a sci-fi book. It's a new one. It hasn't come out yet. It comes out in August. But I want to read it before it comes out, so on its release date I can drop a video talking about it. This is Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett, and this one is a sci-fi fantasy. It's about Sansia Grado, who is a thief, and a very, very, very good thief at that. And her most recent job is to sneak into a warehouse on Tivon's dock. Tivon is this city, I'm assuming. I don't know, I haven't read it yet. And she isn't aware, but what she is stealing is this crazy powerful magical artifact that essentially can just revolutionize magic technology, because they do this thing called scribing. So scribing can essentially bring sentience to objects. So she steals it, and then, you know, as would happen, they all want her dead because she knows this and she has it, and she has to learn how to harness the power of the artifact to save her life. She meets unlikely allies, goes on a crazy adventure. Foundryside, out August 2018. This is a signed copy, which is really cool. Also, I have a signed copy of The Mermaid. Signed copies are fun. Yeah, so this is an ARC. I'm gonna read it. And the last book that I'm putting on my TBR, but hopefully not the last book that I get to, is Lost Boy, The True Story of Captain Hook, also by Christina Henry. This one is a Peter Pan retelling. So this book is about the true story of Captain Hook, as it says in the title, and I believe it follows Captain Hook. Captain Hook is our protagonist. So this is how Captain Hook, Peter Pan's first and favorite lost boy, became his sworn enemy. So he brought Hook to the island because there were no rules and they could play games and have fun, and Peter brought along other people, other boys, to have fun too. Except Peter's fun and games are not all that they seem. Peter's truth is violent, and they play with swords, and there's death. Like, how can everything be fun and games when your neighbors are monsters and pirates, right? And the end, which I really like, so I'm gonna read it to you, of the summary says, "Our toys are knife and stick and rock, the kind of playthings that bite. Peter promised me we would all be young and happy forever. Peter lies." I love Peter Pan, and I'm so excited to read this. So yes, I'm gonna get this one also in July. I bet I can finish this one in a day. I read Alice and Red Queen in a day. I bet I can get this one and Mermaid done, and then hopefully I'll have enough time to read some other fun stuff to take some of the dread off of reading Order of the Phoenix. But yes, alright guys, thanks for watching. Let me know down below if there are any of the books that I mentioned are of interest to you, so maybe we can chat about them, or I can consider making like a book review, book talk thing after I'm finished. Also be sure to go down and like and subscribe. It makes me happy and doesn't cost you a cent. Bye guys, I will see you all very, very soon.